Did the Cleveland Browns just witness the rise of their future franchise quarterback? Because what happened at practice this week wasn't just a return, it was a statement. After being sidelined with an oblique strain, Shedeur Sanders stepped back onto the field with something to prove. And what he did in his very first throw back left teammates, coaches, and analysts completely stunned. It wasn't just good. It was surgical. And now, questions are flying across the NFL world. Is Shedeur Sanders ready to challenge Joe Flacco for the job? Has Kevin Stefanski been hiding something all along? And are the Browns about to make the biggest quarterback decision of their season, or possibly their future? Because this isn't just about one pass, one practice, or one preseason game. This is about the future of the Cleveland Browns. And what Shedeur Sanders just did. It might have changed everything. Let's break it all down. Just days ago, it looked like Shedeur Sanders might miss the Browns' most crucial preseason opportunity. That oblique strain had him ruled out from the last matchup, raising questions about his durability, his momentum, and whether he'd get another chance to prove himself before the regular season. But then, something changed. Kevin Stefanski, cautious as ever, confirmed it quietly: Shedeur was cleared. He was back. And he was practicing. And not just showing up, dominating. On his very first day back, Shedeur dropped back, surveyed the field, and uncorked an absolute laser. A flawless, tight spiral that cut through the air and landed exactly where it needed to be. One throw. That's all it took. The reaction was instant. Teammates cheering. Reporters scrambling. Cameras rolling. That one play became the highlight of the day, a moment that rippled through the facility, and maybe even up the quarterback depth chart. After missing time, most players need a few reps to shake off the rust. But Shedeur? He made it look like he never left. But as jaw-dropping as that moment was, it was only the beginning. Shedeur didn't just show up, he showed out. From the moment he stepped onto the field, there was something different in his body language. Calm. Focused. Locked in. No limping. No hesitation. If you didn't know he'd just recovered from an injury, you'd never guess. He breezed through the warm-ups, quick feet, sharp throws, perfect timing. But what really turned heads was what came next: the pocket drills. One-on-one throws. Defensive pressure simulations. That's where most quarterbacks flinch. That's where timing breaks down. Not Shedeur. He read the pocket like a veteran, sliding with ease, stepping into pressure, delivering strike after strike. Every motion looked clean. Every decision, intentional. No signs of pain. No mental fog. Just a player who knew this wasn't just another day, it was his audition. Observers said he moved like a quarterback who had everything to lose, and nothing to prove. By the end of the session, even the coaching staff looked caught off guard. Because Shedeur wasn't just recovered. He was better. Sharper. Hungrier. And that's when it happened, the throw that no one saw coming. It started like any other rep. Shedeur lined up. Took the snap. Dropped back. But in a split second, the play transformed from routine to unforgettable. The pocket began to collapse, defenders swarming in, but Shedeur didn't panic. He slid to his left, eyes downfield, heart steady. Then, without breaking stride, he unleashed it, a tight, perfect spiral that soared across the field and landed directly in the receiver's hands, in stride, in coverage, in the end zone. Touchdown. It wasn't just a good throw, it was the kind of throw that separates the hopefuls from the stars. The kind of throw that turns speculation into belief. Even the most seasoned veterans on the sideline were stunned. Mark Schlereth, watching the tape, couldn't hold back. On his podcast, he called Shedeur deadly accurate, praising his pocket movement and that rare trait, not eyeballing the rush, but feeling it. The way Shedeur stayed calm under pressure? That's not taught, that's instinct. He creates space without forcing it, Schlereth said. He's got it. Whatever it is, you see it immediately. And that throw? That was his moment. One throw, and suddenly, the quarterback room didn't feel so settled anymore. But if the fans were buzzing, the media curious, and the teammates impressed, Kevin Stefanski stayed silent. And that silence spoke volumes. You'd think after a performance like that, Stefanski would have something to say, some hint of where Shedeur stands in the quarterback rotation. But when reporters pressed him, his response was short. Cold. Calculated. We'll make that call in a couple of days. That's it. No praise. No hints. Just a wall of silence that left the room hanging. And suddenly, everyone started asking the same question. Why so quiet? Is Stefanski being cautious? Strategic? Or is there a bigger plan in motion? The quarterback room is already crowded. Joe Flacco is the veteran. Dillon Gabriel is the wild card. And Shedeur? He's the one no one can quite figure out, because maybe even Stefanski hasn't figured it out yet. But make no mistake, the silence isn't apathy. It's tension. It's pressure. It's Stefanski knowing that one wrong move at QB could cost the Browns not just games, but the future. And that might be why he's been keeping his cards so close to the vest. Because with Shedeur heating up and a critical preseason game just days away, the next snap could change everything. While Stefanski remained tight-lipped, not everyone else did. ESPN analyst Ryan Clark lit up the airwaves with a take that sent shockwaves through Browns Nation. He didn't just question the depth chart, he outright challenged it. You already know what Joe Flacco is, Clark said. The question is, do you know what Shedeur Sanders could become? Clark didn't mince words. He believes the Browns are making a short-sighted mistake by clinging to familiarity. In his eyes, the real opportunity isn't in Flacco's experience, it's in Shedeur's potential. He pointed to Shedeur's debut against the Panthers, poised under pressure, accurate, mobile, creative in the pocket. Everything the Browns say they want in a modern quarterback, Shedeur showed in his first taste of NFL action. But here's the kicker, Clark didn't stop with Shedeur. He also threw Dillon Gabriel into the conversation, saying both rookies deserve real reps, now, not later. Because while the Browns are playing it safe, they might be letting their future slip through their fingers. His message was loud and clear. Stop babysitting the veterans. Start building your franchise. And with Shedeur's momentum growing, the public pressure just got a whole lot louder. All eyes are now locked on Saturday. That final preseason matchup against the Rams isn't just a dress rehearsal, it's a make-or-break showcase for Shedeur Sanders. After weeks of rehab, precision passes, and praise from analysts, this is the moment he's been building toward. And according to insiders like Mary Kay Cabot, Stefanski wants one more look. He needs it. Because Shedeur's window to prove himself as more than just a promising rookie is wide open, but it's closing fast. And here's the twist, this isn't just about QB2 anymore. With every practice rep and every throw, Shedeur is quietly auditioning not just to back up Flacco, but to replace him. The stakes? Massive. If Shedeur shines under the lights,